in good conscience, ask our young people to fight and die. In short, that country wouldn't be America. I think it is important to remember that the Constitution was written in 1789 by men who had recently won the Revolutionary War. They wrote the Constitution and the Bill of Rights to protect the individual liberties in time of war as well as in times of peace. There have been periods in our nation's history when civil liberties have taken the backseat to what appeared to be at the time to be legitimate exigencies of war. Our national consciousness still bears the stain and the scars of those events. We must not allow this piece of our past to become prologue. Preserving our freedom is the reason we are now engaged in this new war on terrorism. We will lose that war without a shot being fired if we sacrifice the liberties of the American people in the belief that by doing so we will stop the terrorists. While this treatise does not attempt to provide answers to the questions of what constitutes freedom and liberty, it does strive to cause the reader to question their own preconceived notions and learned notions of what freedom and liberty means on a personal level. As America enters the 7th year of the so-called War on Terror and the 5th year in the war in Iraq, those who do not question the loss of liberties while supposedly fighting for freedom may very likely find themselves held in the confining chains of fascism, wondering why and how the imprisonment came about. Let there be no mistake. When a government causes the people that it serves to question its very veracity, its intent, and its motivation to remove the certain assigned freedoms and liberties from its populace, that form of government can no longer sustain itself as a protector of its people. That government cannot and should never consider itself a beacon of freedom unto the world, for the very freedom that it offers is tainted with a corruption of the very meaning of the words which it depends on to hold the rest of the world in thrall. One must determine one's own definitions of freedom and liberty. But once that definition is set in stone, it must be fought for with every ounce of energy that a person can muster. For to be lenient in the struggle to retain those freedoms is to throw away everything that the founders and the framers fought and worked for to ensure that a tyrannical government would not come to power. I want to thank you for having the patience to sit and listen to this treatise on freedom today. And hopefully we'll be around in the next week or so to be able to deliver another one. And in time, we will be delivering a specific special declaration, which we are going to have published on the web, and we would ask people to come and look at it, read it over, and sign the petition. And hopefully we have an understanding, or the government has an understanding, that this is not about attempting to set up a revolution, that this is merely attempting to understand what we believe as American people that we are losing. I hope that this in some way inspires everyone who watches this to at least begin to question what they have, question what they think they may be losing, and hopefully begin to carry on a dialogue with those people who are dear to you, with those people who are around you, with your classmates, with your colleagues, with whoever is sitting next to you in a bar. Have these discussions and begin to try to figure out for yourselves. Thank you, America. We'll try again next time.